It has had a new gearbox, which I knew about, which is a positive, yeah? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Right, so another day. I just had a phone call from Will at VRS. He's like, Calvin, this Polo that you bought has got a crazy amount of problems. So obviously I bought it to give it away on Planet of Dreams, but I didn't expect that it would have, I thought it was all right. We knew it had a wheel bearing, like a noise from the wheel bearing, but it sounds like it's got a lot more wrong with it. And on the list does include a gearbox problem. So I'm heading over there now. I'm gonna jump in the 4 Series and I've got to kind of decide what we're gonna do with this bloody car. Wish me luck. Let's go see how bad it is. Will, what have I done, man? What have I done? I bought so this is my
16 plate Polo.
Yeah, I bought a 2016 GTI. Polo GTI from my friend Ben. Ben's a nice guy, by the way, lovely guy.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look a bad car. It's got a few little bits. We drove it and had the rumbling noise and stuff, didn't it? So
yeah,
which we found. But while we had it on the ramp, we're obviously just doing a bit of an inspection. You want it servicing, so the intercooler, you can see, is like
I can see that in there.
Yeah. So the on the front, this side of the front panel's split across there. Mm-hmm. You can see the front panel's broke there, and that's why the intercooler isn't, and then the radiator's leaking on that corner. See here?
Yeah, see that.
Then the horns, the plastic bits are missing off the horns that make the noise.
Oh, so we've got no horn?
Well, I don't know what they sound like. I haven't tried it yet, but I don't know what's happened there. Something's broke down that corner. So it's had a new box in it by looks, because it's got lots of sealer on it, and
it has had a new gearbox, which I knew about, which is a positive, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. It's leaking.
Oh, what? It's actually leaking, yeah.
Yeah, it's leaking oil. That's the, well, it looks like the green oil from the mech rather than from the box. There's quite a lot of it under the car. Also, the water pumps leaking out of the corner up there as well.
No way, water pump as well?
Yeah, you see it all down the front of the block, all the dried antifreeze, and then all here. This is all from the water pump. So there's two water leaks on it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So unfortunately that's going to want doing. Looking around the rest of it, we've got a CV grease here where it's been smacked onto the shaft. Mm-hmm. It's just lifted that part, so I'm going to peen that back over. It's not damaged, it's only a tiny bit of just soft metal, so I'll just peen that back and then we'll run it up on the ramp, make sure it's not flicking. There's a few bolts as well, if you on the bell housing bolts are loose. That one's not, but there's ones on the top. There's 2 ones that are hanging out. So, which we can just tighten those up.
I'll be honest. I thought it needed a service, a windscreen, and
you've done the windscreen, haven't you?
The wheel bearing. The windscreen I've done straight away, so that's been done.
The
brand new windscreen.
The back wheel is bent.
Bent, buckled. I can see it.
Yeah, you can hear it. But if you put your hand on the shocker, which is the usual way to find it, you can feel the rumble. You put your hand on the shocker. So you can't feel the rumble. So normally the way to sort of see if it's a wheel bearing is put your hand on the damper, shocker damper, and then run the wheel. You can usually feel it anyway, because there's not always movement that way and that way. Yeah. So that's one way to do it. I'm sure there's many other ways, but
so that wheel needs straightening, basically.
The guys at RRT will do that, won't they?
RRT will do that. Yeah, that's fine.
Have you just sold Ollie a car?
I sold his car for him.
Oh, you sold it for him? Well, he owes you a wheel.
He owes me a favour. Yeah.
He's gonna message me now, like, dude, what?
Why are you putting me in? Dropping me in it.
So yeah, but that's a simple. That's just you put it on. It's quite common that potholes in England. Of course. They can just they put it on the machine, they bend it back, and then they're fine again.
Yeah, they do them all the time.
As long as it's not split or anything, then that's usually okay.
Well, it's holding air in it, the tyre. So
it's had some sort of exhaust made. It's all right. It's just got no box in it. So
what? No back box? No.
No box at all in the whole car.
Really?
There's no box the whole way down.
Has it got a cat though?
I still got it.
Still got cat.
The cat's there, so that's why it's not super noisy.
Okay,
but it's just been straight piped.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Love
so
straight pipe, don't you?
Everyone. Well, the whole of YouTube love it.
Yeah.
Everyone on YouTube loves straight pipe.
This oil here is just from the box, so we'll sort that out. Then obviously we'll do the service. You can see the antifreeze is all round. It's gone all around the sump. It's coming out everywhere. So we can sort the water leaks. The gearbox, we're going to wash it down.
Yeah.
Because this is it's called a DQ200. Mm-hmm. which is basically a dry clutch DSG gearbox.
Yeah.
And then you get such a thing as a DQ250, a 381, a 500, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They're all wet clutches.
Okay.
So what people can do with these is they try and put like 4 or 5 litres of oil in them and DSG oil, which is incorrect. They only hold 1.9 litres of oil in the box. It's a manual box with an auto changer on it.
Okay.
So is a DSG, but it's a manual. It's a dry clutch, not a wet clutch. That's why it has less oil. So, but it has come from a gearbox specialist, so I'm guessing that they haven't done that unless their technician's not realised and overfilled it. That might be why it's leaking.
Ben did say that he took it back to the guy that done the gearbox to get an oil leak fixed, and then the guy had fixed the oil leak, so it's been back again. But then it obviously for the second time now it's leaking again.
So what I'll do, we're going to drain the box oil, measure it.
So you reckon it could be too much oil in there?
Yeah, I mean, I've had it before. We've had cars in where they've had gearbox oil changes, and they've come in and it's spewing all over the top. And then we've dropped the oil out and there's like 4 or 5 litres of oil in it.
Wow.
It blows it out of the breather at the top, you see. So what we'll do is just drop the oil out and measure it. And then I'll put it, if it looks correct and it's the right amount, I'll put it back in so you don't have to buy any oil. As long as it's clean.
Of course.
The little box is brand new.
So
there's quite a lot of road dirt on the front here, if you see, which wouldn't have been on there. So I'm guessing I'll just clean it all down and I'll just see where it's coming from.
So hopefully there's too much oil in there. If there's not too much oil in there,
and it's sealed, then we can take the mech out and then just see if the seal's broke. Because, you know, we take the mechs out all the time and send them away for repair on DQ200. So, again, if you have to take the mech out, then that's fine. What I might do is, obviously, you've told me who the company is. I don't know them personally. I might just ring them and say, look, we've got this in, I've had a quick look, I've mentioned the oil's fine, do you mind if I just pull the mech out and put it back in with a new seal or whatever, and just make sure they're happy to begin with.
Of course,
And then if they're not, then obviously they'd have to have the car back. But they might prefer it if I just do it, just
deal with it now,
because it's not a big job to get it out, so it's only a couple of grand.
This is the problem, isn't it? This is the problem. So we're going to have a bill at the end of this video.
The front panel, because it's only cracked, you know, I could probably repair the corner or have a look.
That's good to know.
Rather than having to, because it doesn't warrant a whole new front panel.
No.
If the corner of it can be repaired, that's fair enough. But if it needs a whole new front panel, it's obviously bumper off, and it's the shell of the front panel. But I'm not sure whether it's going to really need that or not. So
hopefully it's just repairable.
So.
And
then what else? Obviously just the service part of it. And then that should be
it. A silly thing, I wanted them side wing badges replaced.
The badges, we've got them in the car. So they on a GTR they sit up above the just below the sway sign, whereas that's further down. See what I mean? So I was saying
you said that. You actually see that as soon as you see the car. I
was like, I'm sure they're too far down, but I don't know. A Polo might be there.
Polo might be there. So I don't know.
I can't remember everything on every car. I know I should. And you know,
no, it's fine. So we're going to swap them out for the original red one.
Get a picture of a stock Polo and then put the original ones back where they go. So we've got all the proper 3M tape and stuff, so they'll go back on and won't come off, and they'll all look nice. So that's it.
Well, it's going to make a good video for anyone who owns a Polo GTI. It's interesting, I suppose.
I mean, it's the thing is, these cars are good little cars, so you know they're exciting. Some of the guys are doing like 400-500 horsepower on them, aren't they?
Really?
Yeah, we do a stage 4 plus, which is like 400 odd.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we're on a manual car, not on a DSG car. There is people that have done DSG. People put the DQ250s in and stuff, so they can be tuned a lot, but we just do the manual ones. So it's just more time to do the.
Well, whatever this is set up at, I can't actually remember, but I think it's got like a stage 1 map in it or something like that. That's fine. It can stay as it is. It can stay as it is.
No, we don't need to retune it or anything, so that's fine.
All right, so it's just a bit annoying for me because I just intended on windscreen service and wheel bearing, but now it's turned into a hell of quite a lot more.
League, water pump, radiator, rotten. Horns.
Yeah, the horns as well. I forgot about that.
It all adds up.
It does.
The horns take minutes to fix. You can get to them. It's just the cost, isn't it? So. But it's that kind of stuff, you know. The owner probably doesn't even know about it.
No. Oh, he's a genuine guy. I've spoke to him on the phone. He's like, he's gutted. He's like, how?
Food van's here.
Food van.
See ya.
Cut. He's sound. Shout out to Ben. He's a lovely guy, and he's annoyed, but it's just one of them things. It'll make a cool bit of content, but it will also give me a big bill, which is a bit annoying. But it is what it is.
We do what we can.
It will make it a nice. It is what it is. It will make it a nice car at the end of it for Planet Dreams, I suppose. So,
someone will get a great car, especially if it's for a young person wins it. You know, it's like a great car for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
young lad or a young girl. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be nice when it's done, wouldn't it? So, cool. I'll leave it with you. We'll put back in this video in a few days' time.
Yep.
And it will just
It'll all
be
be done.
magically repaired, yeah?
Magically repaired, yeah.
It's sorted. Right, so Will, we're back. It's been a while, isn't it?
Been a while. Polo's kind of done.
Okay, let me just quickly say, when I bought this car, I thought it was all fine. I'm sure we probably talked about this at the beginning of the video, but it's been a bit more of a headache than.
Yeah, I mean, when we
expected.
first looked at it from the outside, it kind of looked okay. The noise from the rear was the right rear wheel bearing. It's had some brakes on the back as well. The front, so it had water leak. The radiator basically was corroded and split down the side, but it had accident damage underneath the bumper. When I say accident, I don't mean like big crash damage. I mean it's hit something, but it had broke the front panel. I thought I'd be able to just drill it and stitch it together, but it had snapped halfway up as well. So it basically, the plastic was just destroyed there. So it's had a whole new plastic front panel.
Okay.
The bumper bar has two drop bars and then a bracket across the front. And basically where that was on the front, it pushed it in one side, so it's had to have a whole new front crash bar as well. The crash bar itself wasn't damaged, but the bottom brackets are, because it's high carbon steel, impossible to bend it back. So you just can't, once it's bent, it's
bent,
scrapped.
that's it.
So the brand, and these are all genuine dealer parts that you ended up buying.
Yeah, always the way. Cheap and cheerful, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
if only.
Then
But sorry, I was going to say.
Pump leaked as well. So
we don't want to lose you. We need you, Will. We need you. I was going to say, I did actually speak to Ben about this, the previous owner, and he hit a deer.
Well, that's about right.
That explains it, yeah.
Because it wasn't something like, it's not like it's hit something hard, it's just something heavy that just glanced off, which is probably about right then.
Yeah.
So,
oh dear.
An old deer.
Oh dear. No, I said oh dear, okay.
An old deer.
I said oh dear.
Right.
Oh dear, oh dear.
The oil leak on the box, we washed it down. I couldn't see it, it just looked like, I don't know where it's from. We washed it all down, it didn't come back. So I don't know if it's residue from before.
It's had some gearbox work.
But it had the oil leak fixed, but I don't know if they just didn't wash it down afterwards. So unfortunately, it needs miles putting on it, but it appears that it's not leaking now. So
okay,
we've not
that's
had
good.
to do anything.
Oh,
to
so
that,
we hadn't touched there then, really.
The flappy paddle for downshift wasn't working. So once we removed the airbag and all the bits off the steering wheel, you've got the paddle that has a wiring loom, comes out, and that goes into the switch gear, which is for your cruise control and stuff. The part that's on the board, there had been, someone had tried to super glue it back on.
Oh,
that's why it wasn't working, because the signal wasn't going from that through down to the box. So
okay.
I had an electrician guy locally, an electronics guy. He cleaned it off, but he said where they've super glued, it's torn the bits off the board. He tried to repair it, he couldn't. So we've had to. You can't get second hand. I can't find any second hand switches. You had a look as well.
Yeah.
You have to buy a whole steering wheel. Because it's got the flat bottom GTR. A whole steering wheel's 500 quid, and then you've got switches. Then you've got a steering wheel you don't need and an airbag, blah blah blah. So anyway, we ordered the brand new switches, which come as a pair from TPS next door. They were on back order. I said, well, where are they? They said, well, they've given us a date of the 1st of January. So it's going to be the 1st of January before your switches come.
Okay, so
when they come, we'll fit them. But until then, it's
So this video, we're currently filming in December. This video is going to be delayed till
the 5th of December.
5th of December. So we're going to be.
So another month before the switches even arrive. Then when they arrive, I can just fit them and it'll be fixed.
And it's probably been here a month as well.
It's been here longer than that. But we've been waiting and waiting and
I
waiting.
know you have. I know you have. There was also the wheel. One of the wheels was buckled, wasn't it? So we've got to get to RRT as well.
Yeah, one of the wheels needs to go to RT. I'm not sure which one it was. But that one there's got a little mark in it and stuff.
So I can take the car today, get the wheels done, and then bring it back in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, and we just fit them while you're here.
Okay. What's the total bill? Do you know? Have you got any idea?
It's about £2.5 grand. I think. Plus switch, it's about £3 grand with the switches. That's you know how I discount for you. Yeah. If retail, it would have been
a lot more money.
A lot more. It'd have been four odd grand, I would have thought.
Oh, you've done the badges actually?
Yeah, the badges are done. Yep.
Changes.
They do go there. I thought they went up there like a Golf.
Oh right.
Guess what? I was wrong.
Oh,
so they go there.
Though. I think it's
we
good
put them on because it had the black eBay badges on, but we put these back on so it looks stock.
That's good. So we're nearly there with it.
Yeah.
By the end of this video, we will be there. But for now, we've got a big bill, and
it's made a good car. It's someone will really enjoy that.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool.
Little Polo.
Wicked. Thanks, Will.
No worries.
Is this the moment of truth, Will?
This is the awkward bit. We have to try and get the middle back in the steering wheel. In order for the things to work, we need to plug that in.
Okay.
Just need a super bendy hand.
Luckily you have one of those. Just to put everyone in the picture a little bit, we've been here for a couple of hours. No, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Well over an hour though. This little tiny.
Basically, we would
last
put it
minute
in,
job.
we fixed the switches.
Yeah.
And then whilst I was fitting it, this tiny little wire that we, fair enough, it has been on and off about 25 times, decided it was going to break, and then I had to go and get another one, and I had to find it, and then fit that, and then that nearly broke. So.
And it's just
don't bring your car in for switches.
Yeah, you don't want no more of these jobs.
No, it's not that I want it. I obviously can't do it, can I? So it takes me 2 hours to do what should be a 3/4 of an hour job, if that. Never mind. Do you remember when I pulled the plug out earlier? That's why it's not communicating.
That's probably why.
I'm having a bad day.
Yeah. Well, it's been a good day so far.
Why is it not working? Oh, it's not
This is
plugged
it.
in.
Right, that's it. It's plugged in now, Will.
It's real life.
Do you want me to do it for you, Will?
You probably would do a better job.
No chance. Do not let me touch it.
So that says operated. So that's your up switch.
Yeah. And then your down switch.
Oh, for f***'s sake.
Down switch ain't working.
It was literally working a minute ago.
Oh my God.
Just take the car and I'll come and get it.
School run ain't gonna happen today, is it?
What the f***? 6 hours later.
Will, is it fixed?
It's fixed.
So everything on the Polo's done now, yeah?
Yes, it's all done. So all the flaps work now.
Sorted.
All back to normal. New switches are in there.
Yeah.
Whilst fitting them, obviously, all the wiring loom fell to bits on the other side for the little paddle wire. So I had to remove that and then change the little wire, and then broke the other side.
Mate, I was watching it. It's the most painful thing to watch.
It's because
it was so fiddly.
Prior, someone's had a go before.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's why we had to get the switches where they tried to solder onto they glued the terminal back on the back of the switches. That's why we had to buy new ones. And I think it's just when you pull the centre off, you pull it too hard, it yanks on the wires. Obviously, I'm aware of that because I've done so many. But when it's really fiddly, so
it's a pain.
it doesn't matter. It's fixed now.
It's done now.
I've put two new looms on it. So
Wicked.
Done.
In the meantime, since we took it away from me and brought it back, we've actually had the wheels refurbed as well. So that buckle,
that's all been
remember
done
it was
as well.
buckled, wasn't it? So that whirring noise that it was making before,
It's better now.
it's now gone. Yeah,
Good.
sorted. So, Way. Sorted.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Will.
Someone's going to get a nice car, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a nice thing.
Finally.
Right, so at long last, the Polo GTI is complete. Since being at VRS, we had the wheels done. We've finally got that steering wheel problem fixed. But the wheels are looking a lot better, by the way. Wheels, look, glamorous shot of the wheels. Diamond cut as well, looking very good. Bloody headlights are steamed up, which is super annoying. But the car's done, it's ready to get given away. It's obviously going this Friday. Over here we've got Grace.
Yep.
Some of you lot might remember Grace from the Vegas vlogs, probably. She's sort of in the background here and there, weren't you?
Yep.
And Grace is down doing some content on various stuff today, ain't you? Various stuff.
Had a little drive with this. It's very loud, a lot of fun. But I think I would still pick the S1 if I'm
Because I just asked you that. If it was you,
yeah.
what car would you pick?
Yeah.
We've got the S1 in the background. We're not going to talk too much about that in this video because we've got a bit more content to come sort of unfold on that over the next few weeks. But S1's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I always prefer an Audi, to be honest.
But this is more modified.
Yeah, it's modified, but then I can see what I would do to this. But I really like the exhaust on this. It's like,
it sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does sound really, really nice, and it's fun to drive.
So it's got your approval.
Yeah.
But not quite as much from the approval as the
Not
S1.
quite as much, no.
Fair enough. Cool. I just thought I'd get Grace in on the outro. I'm so glad this car's finally done. Obviously, it come from Ben at DSG Panther. We've had all these repairs done in this video. It's been going on for a long time, but yeah, at long last we can give it away. If you're not in for your chance to win this car yet, it's completely free to enter. You must be a subscriber to the channel, of course. Head over to the website planetdreams.co.uk. I'm going to be going live on Instagram this coming Friday at 2:45 p.m, announcing the winner at 3 p.m. So get your entry before then, and that's it. Good luck. Hit like if you like the video, hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.